information about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. So if you're asexual and you're looking for online dating sites that might be suitable for asexuals, you might be interested to know that Badoo dating website and app does have a category for asexuals, and you can list yourself as asexual in sexual orientation. However, although you're able to list yourself as asexual in sexual orientation on Badoo dating app, you usually are not able to filter by asexuals unless they've changed it very recently. You cannot filter by asexuals and look for another asexual, which makes life very, very hard when you're trying to find that special ace. So I'm going to show you a bit about how to use Badoo dating site and dating app if you're asexual. So to go through some of the do's and don'ts, do tell someone up front you are asexual. Put this in your bio and try to explain what this means for you in very simplistic terms. Such as, for me, I'm asexual in sexual orientation. I'm not interested in sex. I just like kissing and romance. Something like that, right? However, do not expect people to look at that bio, because the majority seem to not do that. So you would have thought with people being really interested in getting dates, they would read bios, but they don't. They tend to go by the photograph alone. So even if you've written you're asexual in your bio and you just think that everyone reads that, you'd be sadly disappointed, because it's simply not true. So you need to make it clear in your bio, but you also need to ask them, have you read my bio? And if they go, oh, I've just read it now, then you know that they're not really serious. All they're doing is going by a picture of you. That's all they're doing, right? They're just swiping people to see if they like their photographs. This is not a good person for you. So do say you're asexual and be upfront about it on your profile, but don't expect someone to read that and accept it or understand it, right? You've got to know that although Badoo has a category for asexuals, a lot of people on that site still do not know what asexuality is. And they're shocked when I even tell them there's a category for asexuals on this site. So even though there's a category for asexuals on Badoo, a lot of people, for example, heterosexuals on there, do not even know there's a category for asexuals. They don't even know what asexuality is. So just because it's asexual friendly on Badoo, don't expect people to know what asexuality means. Most people who I come across online just think asexual means I'm advertising I'm very sexual. You know what I mean? But it's the opposite. A stands for absence of sexual attraction. So it's super annoying. But I'm going to swivel you around to my Badoo profile now. Bear in mind, I haven't been active on there for a year, right? It's only just in the last week that I've started going on there a little bit, just to share on my other channel, my Asexualise dating channel, which you're welcome to join as well. It's the same name, Asexualise, but dating. And I've been doing a few shorts videos on there lately. So I'm going to swivel it round now and show you the key features of Badoo and how to use it. So this is my profile, and you'll see it's very low. So I'm not going to reveal all the personal details about myself. That's part of my picture. And I had ready for a relationship, but because I haven't been active on there, you can see activity very low. So if you want to get a lot of matches on this website, right, you then, oh, you're asexual. Hello. Oh, you say I'm asexual. All right, okay. Anyway, asexual stands for absence of sexual attraction. A in front of sexual, absence of sexual attraction, asexual, right? Asexuality is a sexual orientation that's based on the lack of sexual attraction. Anyway, go to Badoo. Let's get on with this. Right, activity is very low because I've taken a year off actively seeking a relationship, right? When your activity is very low on Badoo, when you don't take part in it very much, you won't get many matches because people don't even know you exist, basically. So if you want to get a lot of matches, you have to be very active on there, because I used to be very hard. You can see shorts videos from when I was very active on here. They even gave me free Badoo premium membership because I had been on there that long. I think I was on there like a year and a half, and they gave me free Badoo premium because I'd just been on there so long and I didn't pay for premium. So I got this free, thank God. They're very kind to me at Badoo. Love you, Badoo, guys and girls. And anyway, so the activity is very low because I haven't been active on there. So if you want to be very active on there, you must make sure you're swiping, liking, engaging with people, sending messages. The more activity there is on your profile, the more time you spend on there, the more likely you are to get very, very popular very quickly and get a ton of matches. You can see them out. I mean, I used to get well over 100 matches on a regular basis. So when you're filling out, obviously when you're signed up to Badoo, if you're asexual and sexual orientation, you need to let them know. They also have people like bisexuals on here. I'd say predominantly heterosexuals is still the main sexual orientation on this site, but they do have bisexuals on there, polyamorous people. So don't just assume everyone is heterosexual on here, because they're not, right? Polyamorous is someone who's looking for more than one partner. You know, they've got relationships with more than one person in the relationship, and everyone's aware of it. It's not the same as cheating, where, you know, you're just like being with someone else in secret, right? That's not what's happening here, right? So you got this to tap and add a photograph here and stuff like this. So they do say about safety. They say about the safety center. They say about get help from Badoo, control your experience, turn on invisible mode, manage your privacy, and stuff like this, right? So you've got your profile down here, and then you've got people nearby, you've got likes, encounters, and chat with people, right? So you can right. So you can look at someone's profile, and you can see how you've completed your profile. You can preview your profile and stuff like this. Right, I'm gonna go off here a minute. Right, okay. So it says why you're here, ready for a relationship, right? So that's what I put a long time ago. So I put about me, hetero, asexual, not heterosexual, don't experience sexual attraction, don't like sex, looking for pure love without sex ever. I had to make this really, really clear. I like younger foreign guys, early to mid-20s ideally, clean shaven and non-smoker, like Indian guys the most, hate all sex, don't want marriage or kids, prefer to live alone, author, YouTuber, lively, bubbly, voluptuous, not interested in my birth certificate age, looking for an honest, kind, caring guy who's happy to be seen on social media with an older asexual girl. So yeah, it's really, really important you put that exactly, like, you know, about you in your bio as much as possible, right? Obviously you can put about your interests as well in there and what type of thing you're looking for, but you should always be putting for what type of person you're looking for. So I'm looking for an honest, kind, caring guy, right? It's very important. Some guys, they, you know, if they don't want to be seen on social media, they're not my guy, because at the end of the day, I'm all over social media, right? And so you can then fill in, like, obviously put about you, not about me. I'm just using this as an example. But like I said at the beginning, do not expect people to read this bio. Unfortunately, they don't. So don't expect people to read it just because you've written it there. When they're on swipe, like literally this site, Badoo, encourages people to swipe 50 times right to get a match. In other words, you have like the opportunity of talking to 50 people. You'll more likely get someone to match with you who you can go on a date with. It's very bad, really. So yeah, so it goes more about you. So you got a relationship, I put I'm single, sexuality, you see it's asexual, children, no, never, smoking, I don't like it, drinking, never, you speak English, this has got height, I was 5'4", actually I've lost height now because of my spinal injury last year, so I'm now about 5'3" because I lost an inch in height, which is so bad. Star sign Taurus, no pets, religion, spiritual, personality, extrovert, education level, undergraduate, student degree level. So although I haven't got an undergraduate degree, I've got an NVQ level 4, which is equivalent to undergraduate degree level. So you can put that, and then you can have Profile questions you can add. You can pick profile questions and then answer them. So profile questions: how do you practice self-care? Give me food and a movie. They have drop-down menu answers for this, right? What's your favorite thing about yourself? My smile. And what should people know before they date you? I'm not here for games. So connect with people who are into what you're into. So you can add interests, verification. I can't show all this because obviously it's got some personal details on here. Right. My mobile's on the actual internet, I think, anyway, and some places, because it's one I use for work. So so connect with people who are into what you're into. So you can add interest. Click to add interest. Let me see. I don't want to show you everything because I might have some secret stuff and I'm doing this live. Right. Okay. So what makes you you? So you can add interest. Pick up to 8 interests. They'll help you find your kind of people. Right. So I haven't actually done this by the look of it. So it seems like I haven't picked any of these. So there's going to be changes to the site, and it's important that you keep abreast of all the different changes that's going on. It's good to pick interest, because especially if you're asexual and you're not interested in genitalia, you're going to want someone who's got a lot more in common with you, shared interests, shared life goals, shared aspirations, and of course someone who you can vibe with, right? In an asexual way, right? So entertainment: board games, bowling, card games, cosplay, musicals, party planner, puzzles. And you can click to show more. Shopping, stand-up, or theatre. Well, entertainment, right? So I do like musicals and I do like the theatre. Podcasts, well, it's hard, isn't it? Because I like YouTube. Why don't they just put YouTube? Why have they got just podcasts? Podcasts are just audio, aren't they? So I could put podcasts, but some podcasts, I guess some YouTubes are called podcasts. But right, so film and television. I like animated films, and I like Bollywood. It's very important because I'm into Indian guys. And right, so so we've got lots of different ones here. Right. It's very interesting, isn't it? Funny films, talking about action films. I do like action films as well, actually. So, film fanatic. I probably call myself a film fanatic. But it says you can pick one more. I hate cooking. I just like eating. Why haven't they got eating on there? Because a lot of asexuals love to eat food, because food is better than sex for most of us, right? So yeah, going out. I like going out clubbing, actually. What do I say? Dining with friends. Well, I do like that. But I actually like going out clubbing. But I can't club at the moment because I'm recovering from injuries. But lifestyle. I'm going to put dream chaser. I like to chase after my dreams. Oh, right. It says you've got to pick. It says you've got to pick. You can only pick 8 out of these. I mean, it's pretty annoying though, isn't it, really? You can only pick 8. Why can you only pick 8, people? This is ridiculous. Why can't you pick more? I think it's because people just go ballistic, and some people, they just choose loads of them because they want to get as many matches as possible, and they think by choosing loads of these that they can just get tons and tons of matches. But yeah, I don't know if something else would be better for me. So I lifelong learner. I can't say that anymore. I don't know if I should take podcasts off or not. They got musicals, theatre, but maybe I'll take theatre off, because I wouldn't say. And what else will I say? Self-love is very important. Lifelong learner. because I'm an extrovert, but I don't think they've got this on here. So it's quite interesting, the different things they've got. Music. Oh, music. I should be putting music down because I'm into music a lot. But you can only choose 8. What is going on with this, people? Why can you only choose 8? Maybe I'll take podcasts off there. I don't know. I don't know. But I listen to a lot of YouTube, but podcasts are slightly different, aren't they? Maybe I will put something else down there. I love hip hop, actually, and I love Latin music. I'll put Latin music, I think. Self-care. Right. So this is very interesting, but I'm absolutely shocked that you can only pick a few things. Technology, AI, robotics. Way. So yes, very, very interesting. So it's good that they've got LGBTQIA plus rights. So as I'm asexual, I kind of probably should click that one, shouldn't I? Musicals, animated films, Bollywood, action films, film fanatic, dream taster, lifelong learner, and Latin music. I'll leave it at that, I think, for now. So yeah, so it's good they got LGBTQ plus things on there. So it's hard when you have only got certain options. So you click save. Right, okay. So we've got up here 100% complete. So you add different photographs, and when you add photographs, let me see, just a minute, I've just got to click through it. Right, when you add photographs, you should add your photographs in a range of natural settings. Like these are places that I love to go to. So when you're choosing photographs for your Badoo profile, pick ones that are natural, like you're posing naturally, or you've got natural things in the background, because you don't want to be just doing them for the dating site, if you know what I mean, because it's fake, right? All these are photographs I've taken at places I've been to where I'm happy. Look at all the smiles, right? People are looking for authenticity these days. If you're just a carbon copy of everyone else, it gets boring and you won't stand out. If you want to get a lot of matches, smile, look approachable, show your photographs in different settings. Like that's me at the cinema. That's me before I went out. That's me in Disneyland Paris, some of these, you know what I mean? And some of them is just like in Nando's. This is just like in a park near where I live, you know? So just be natural and show different photographs, you know, of you naturally. You don't need to like put posers on. Just make sure, you know, even that one's blurry, but it proves that it's like a real photograph, right? I'm not photoshopping the things. Never Photoshop stuff. Show the real you, because otherwise you're gonna, you know, be trying to live up to something that you can't live up to. Do you understand what I mean? Right, I'm just going to take you off here a minute. And I know the screen's black because I want to get back to my profile and I want to show you some other things down here now. Right, okay, so this is encounters, right? And this will come up with people that might be potential matches based on your filters. So I'm being careful in here. Right, so my filters are set to show me guys between the age of 21 and 39. Really, I'm not really interested in guys in their 30s. But I was trying to like go a bit wider than I used to because I really like younger guys. And 39's really a bit old for me. But there we go. So you can choose to show whatever gender you want. You can click through age range. So you can change the age range here. So, and click apply. Right, and then if you want the whole country, right, or you can do it within so many miles of where you live. So first of all, if you want people to be near where you live, then you could do it within like a 50-mile radius or something, you know? How many miles away from you? 50 miles. But like I like London, so I wouldn't mind if my guy was in London, which is why I usually have the whole country. But if I put apply filters and then more options, you can put like, right, so you can only you used to only be able to click on 3 of these, right? I don't know if they've changed it because I haven't been active on here for like a year. So photo verified, are they photo their photos for real. So they need to be photo verified to prove that their photographs are real. So Badoo does that as a safety precaution, which is really, really good. So do you want them photo verified? Now you can just have photo verified only or see other people if I run out. A lot of the time Badoo will default you automatically to see if other people if I run out. But you can click it there, take that off and just click that. Right, you'll get less matches obviously, but who wants to have someone who's not photo verified? I mean, they're not serious, are they? What someone can look up to, right? I don't care what people's height is. I never care about stuff like that, right? So sexuality, right? They still don't have asexual in here. This is what I mean. You cannot filter by asexual. You can say you're asexual and sexual orientation, but you can't filter by asexual. So sexuality, like you've got straight, open-minded, bisexual, gay or lesbian, right? It's like, why do they have this? I mean, the trouble is if you put open-minded, you get people like BDSM and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I can put open-minded or straight and apply, but it's just, or bisexual as well. But do you know what I mean? It's like not very good really, because a lot of open-minded are people that want to try different sexual things out. Here for, so you can be here for chat, here to date, ready for relationship, right? I prefer ready for relationship because I don't really want to be messing around with just people who just want to literally endlessly date and stuff like that. So then you can look for whatever star sign. I'm not interested really. I mean, I am interested in star signs. I do watch some tarot readers on YouTube, but it doesn't really matter to me what star sign there are. Language. I mean, maybe I could put star signs because another Taurus might be good or not. I know I'm usually good with earth signs like me, so shall I put Virgo or Capricorn? I don't know, but sometimes I can get on okay with Sagittariuses. I don't really think it matters. Not really. Libra maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Click a pie, but I've also got the run, if you run out of people. Language. I speak, what language should they speak? They need to definitely speak English because I am English, and you can say see other people if you run out. Now because I like Indian guys, then obviously I could take other languages. Do you know what I mean? But I've already got the box tick that says see other people if I run out. So if you want to see more people and get more matches, just have the box see other people if I run out, if you're okay with that, right? And then children, I do not want them. I cannot, like, they automatically default you back all the time to see other people if you run out. Doesn't want them. Make sure you click through doesn't want them if you don't want them. A lot of asexuals don't want kids, but some do. Pets. Are you looking for someone who has pets? I don't honestly mind that. Do you know what I mean? I like people who like pets because I love pets, but I don't have any. So I just put apply to see other people if I run out. I'm not bothered. They cannot smoke. I cannot be with a smoker, non-smoker. But the trouble is, even when you've stuck these filters on, they often take them off and put see other people. I can't be with a smoker. I get respiratory infections from vaping or cigarette smoke. Drinking. I do not want someone who drinks. I want someone who never drinks or know they're sober. I mean, what the hell? Drink. Should they drink? Never know they're sober. I don't know if I should tick socially. It depends if they can get completely drunk. If they're, you know, socially. I prefer someone who doesn't drink, really. I'm just going to say no. Right. So education. Does it really matter to me? Not really. Doesn't really matter. So I just put see other people if I run out. Religion. I don't really care. If they're spiritual, it's good though. Hindu's quite good because obviously I like Indian guys. Spiritual. I guess technically I'm meant to be Christian. I'm more spiritual than religious. The other people if I run out. And then relationship. Right. Some people on this site are not single. It's really bad. So they can actually say single, taken, or open. right? So there are some people that are actually in relationships on here looking for fling, basically. And there's some people that say they're single and they're wearing wedding rings. So do not think just because they put single that they're definitely 100% single. Check their photographs to see if there's any signs that they've actually got a partner, and they might be lying, right? But I want to only see single people, right? Personality. I'm an extrovert, right? So I'm good with introverts. But maybe somewhere in between would be good for me. It doesn't really matter what personality type they got, I guess. No, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm extrovert, but I don't think it really matters. I'll just kick a pie on that because I don't think it really matters. So I've got 10 filters. Before you could only pick 3. So this has changed since I was last on here. Because like I said, I haven't been active for a year because I had to take a year out from my relationship breakup to make sure I was getting healed from that, from last year. I broke up with them in April last year and it's May. Actually, it was exactly 13 months today since I broke up with them. Look, 15th of May. It's on the 15th of April. Don't know if you can see that. Might not focus properly. Don't think it's going to focus. Oh, there we are. 15th of May. I broke up with them on the 15th of April. Anyway, let's stick to apply filters. Right, so this is when you get people come up based on your filters, right? It will come up with like their age, and I've got to be careful how much I show you, obviously. Anyone on Badoo can see these people if they come up anyway, so it's a bit ridiculous, but I've got to maintain people's privacy. So this is where their name is, and it says what they're looking for. So this person's open to chat, right? Yeah, I'm not really interested in someone who's looking open to chat, because you know what I mean? It's just like, that's all they're not looking for a serious relationship, right? They're just open to chat, right? If that's your thing, then fine, but otherwise. So if you're not interested, you literally click that. I think that's like send like a crush or something, and that's to like them. So I click through that because I'm not interested. So then we've got someone else. This person's called Alex 27. And then you can literally go down throughout their pictures if they've got more pictures. This one's open to chat. I'm not interested in someone who's just opening to chat. They're not my thing, because at the end of the day, if they're just looking to chat, it's not right for me. So I will literally click on that again. Right, so then there's this guy, again, open to chat. You've got to understand, a lot of people on Badoo, in my experience, are not good for a serious relationship, which might put you off, and that's fine, but I'm just being open and honest about Badoo. I'm not saying no one is serious on here, but I'm saying the majority of people that I find, even the ones that say they're looking for a relationship, they don't put much in their bio, so clearly they're not serious. They're not intentional about what they're actually looking for, and you have to be intentional. If you're going on a dating site and you want a serious committed relationship, you have to know what you want, why you want it, and how that would look in reality, not fantasy, reality, right? So let's just go, right? And then you've got I hate beards, so he's a no straight away. He's got stubble. I just can't stand. This is not preference for me. I've got real beard repulsion, and bristles, like from someone's like chin. I mean, he hasn't got that many, but bristles from someone's chin, like they really, I've got such sensitive skin, and I love kissing, and bristles like this would just like not be good for my skin. So it's gonna be hard for me to find someone, because obviously I'm quite niche in what I like. So here today, hi, this is minimal information. This is minimal effort person. So if you're looking for someone for a serious committed relationship who you want to put time, energy, and effort in, and is serious about a relationship, you don't want to be going for here to date hi. If you just want a nice cup of tea out, if you're into hooking up especially, then great, go for it. But a lot of asexuals aren't into hooking up. And you might not be asexual watching this at all. You might be into hooking up, in which case Badoo might be the right site for you. But, it tells you, again, some stuff out here. But it's minimal, isn't it? This is minimal effort. This is not a person who you can build a serious, committed teammate relationship with when they're not open about themselves. They're literally not even interested in a relationship. They're just here to date, right? It's just ridiculous. Okay, so personally for me, I don't like beards, so this is a no-go to start opening to chat. But this is better than, what other people have written. Hi at all, the name's Jake, looking for friends and chats. Moved to the area of Chippenham recently and remembered this app, so here I am. Don't be afraid to chat. I promise I won't bite hard. Right, okay. This is just, this person's just literally, like they say, looking for friends and to chat and pass the time with, right? So, yeah, you don't need that, right? And then this person is a typical person, got their top off, typical kind of sexual pose, really. Here to date, exactly. Right, so I don't know why I'm getting guys through that are 39 when I've actually said that I want to look for someone up to 32 because I changed the filters. So again, you need to go to the filters and, what did I put? Age 21 to 32, right? So 21 to 32. But the thing is, Badoo will show you other people, whether you like it or not, if they run out of other people in your filters requests. But I'm going to change it to 33 and see if it actually stops showing me the older people. But anyway, ready for relationship. So this is better. I mean, the picture does look fun. He's actually smiling, but I don't want to give all of it away, but he's more smiling. Well, maybe not fully smiling, but it says, hi, I'm Daryl, looking for someone that wants the same as me from life. Okay, not quite grammatically correct, but never mind. And that wants to reach goals together and build the best possible future and just be happy together. If this sounds like what you are looking for, then message me. So he has one son of 9, so please be okay with this before matching and chatting with me. He has come first, always. Family-orientated, females ideally, please. If we match, don't be shy to message first, so I know you would like to get to know me. I really don't bite unless asked to. Ha ha ha. I hate people who bite, like in kissing. It really pees me off, but there we go. So this is better because he's actually saying what he wants and that he wants to build, something substantial. He wants to build a relationship with someone. And he wants someone who's female, who's family oriented. So he's much more serious. Do you know what I mean? So this is good. And he's got, his pictures are more like normal. Like I said, they're places where he enjoys going and having fun. This is what you should be doing in your profile, putting pictures of you being natural, smiling, or enjoying yourself. So what's the one thing on bucket list? Travel around the world, experience different cultures. Right? How's he going to do that with a kid? I mean, unless he takes a kid with him. I think it's very impractical. So again, if that's one of his things to do, then he has to find a woman that wants to do that with him. But the only thing I would say is if we flip back up to his profile, he's looking for someone who's family orientated, right? A lot of family orientated females do not want to be traveling around the globe, right? And he's got a 9-year-old son. So does his 9-year-old son live with him, or does his 9-year-old son live with the mother? But do you know what I mean? If he wants to see what people don't do is they don't look for alignment in what they're saying, right? This kind of contradicts. I'm family always comes first. I want family orientated people, but this guy wants to travel around the world and experience different cultures. I mean, how long is he going to do that for? Is it just for like a few weeks or what? So someone with a kind heart with good intentions. So to me, this looks a bit like a contradiction. But I guess, you can get world tours if he's got, if the mother is going to look after the kid while he goes away traveling around the world, then maybe that could be fine. But he's got to find a woman who wants to travel around the world with him unless he's going to do that on his own. So, you know what I mean? Just be careful when you see contradictions like this. Just ask yourself, like, okay, what is he actually looking for? Is he looking for a woman who wants to stay at home with him with the kid because the kid's the most important thing in his life, he said, or someone who wants to go traveling around the world? Do you know what I mean? So I always look at things like this in profiles, right? So anyway, this isn't called encounters, by the way. So this is people that you might want to meet up with in a date. That's why it's called encounters, right? And then you can go to here for likes, right? So you can get extra credits sometimes for doing things on Badoo, such as I used to have to watch adverts on there. You get credits for every advert you watch, even if you don't buy anything. So you get extra shows for 150 credits. So or keep swiping. So keep swiping. Then you can go to people nearby, or you can update your filters. You've seen everyone, right? That's because I put 50-mile radius, right? So you can go to people nearby that have literally in my filters. And according to that, there's only 2 people who live near where I live in the age group I've chosen, right? This person here, which would be no good for me, is not my type. This person who's younger, right? So then you can click through one of these people's profiles. He's got a snake. I'm not really into snakes myself, but it says ready for a relationship, right? Right, so, but it doesn't say anything more. Ready for a relationship, looking for a long-term relationship. Okay, but what else about him? Do you know what I mean? He doesn't want kids. He's single, straight, doesn't want kids. Non-smoker. But the problem with this is he's got nothing about himself very much. What's your favourite thing about yourself? Forever loyal. Family say you can always count on me. Text or affirmation. Text me all. What's your texting love language? Text of affirmation. Text me all day. Okay. That might get to be a bit much. Work. Woofs and Scruffs. CM dog daycarer. And Easter. I mean, this person has some nice qualities. But see, he's got a picture of person blurred out there to protect their identity. But we don't know. As a person who is looking to date, if I'm looking at pictures of him and it's got a woman blurred out, I automatically want to know who's the woman. Is it his ex-girlfriend or is it just a friend? And the fact he hasn't even said if this person is an ex-girlfriend or a friend means that I'm there left questioning, what is this woman in his life? Do you know what I mean? Or is it a sister or something? So if you're going to put other people in the pictures, you're better off writing who these people are in your pictures. I mean, you know what I mean? I think it's good they blurred them out to protect their identity. But as a person who's looking to date, it's like, who is this person? Do you know what I mean? So, but this is good because obviously it's got pictures of him with his interests. Do you know what I mean? And he has made it clear he's looking for a serious relationship, but he hasn't said anything about himself. So how do you know if you've got things in common with this person or not? Right? Do you know what I mean? So there's nothing much to go on. It doesn't speak of intentionality. It speaks like, I want a serious relationship. It doesn't really say what that serious relationship would look like. Do you know what I mean? So again, like, this is why it can be very good to change the filters. Right? You can also click online now and see if anyone's online. This guy's online near me, but he's not suitable for me. So this is why I recommend changing your filters to either increase the age, which I don't really like doing that much because I'm not really interested in guys in the late 30s, but there we go. And you can change it to, like, this is my current location, Exeter in the UK, right? So you can click on your own location. But what I recommend doing is for the filters, like 10 more. Remember we did those 10 more earlier? Click through that. And then literally it says who I'm seeing, right? But I think it's important to open it up to if there's anything. Right, so it says I'm going for all these types of people, yeah? Photo verified and all this lot, right? So height, I don't care what their height is. Right, ready for a relationship. I'm going to take off the star sign because I really don't care what star sign they are. So go to what you ideally want, right, in a partner, like in terms of star sign, everything, right? But then, like, takes them off there to update, you know, who you might see. So this is who's liked you usually, but obviously I don't have any likes on there at the moment because I haven't been active for a year. And this is where your chats are, you know. So anyone that's chatted to you before, this is a person from a long time ago who liked my profile, right? And so this is how you use it. So this is where you chat to people, right? So I just said to this guy, I checked out your profile and you're not what I'm looking for, very unsuitable, but thanks for your interest though. You know, you can let someone down gently, want to play a game. So pick a question for you and Badoo to answer. Once you both do, your answers will be revealed. Oh, Bobo to answer. I thought it said Badoo. I'm on Badoo, sorry. So you can basically choose a question to ask the person. It's like a deal, you know, a icebreaker, that's what it's called. So you can do that if you know what I mean. So if you can't think of what else to say, you can do that, right? But yes, I play around with the filters. It's very important. Encounters particularly. So make sure you've update the filters. Right, distance. Right, that's what you need to change the distance. I had 50 miles before. I think it's better to have it open to the whole country. Personally, you're more likely to get a lot more matches. And I want to put the age range down though, because I don't. Well, 32. Right, apply filters. And then there should be more people in encounters, but I'm very picky. So if there's not, it'll be like, because I've been so picky, but there's more come up now, see, for nearby people. So this is like the people basically near where I live. But I've updated it to 100, no, to the whole country now, I think. And this should be like the type of person I'm looking for ideally, but probably not. But there we go. So this person says, ready for a relationship, don't want kids, straight, right? You know what I mean? Name's Rocky. Have you seen, oh God, have you seen, what's it called? Bridget Jones's Diary? The latest one, Mad About the Boy. That person's called Rocky in that. And he was very, very, very sexual. Right, so a lot of these people, right, like Marvel. I like Marvel, DC Pop, Idol, The X Factor, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, also Matrix and Doctor Who. So at least he said a bit about himself. Straight, don't want. Introvert. So I like some of the same stuff as this. What makes you laugh? Nollywood Spider Girl. I have great taste in music. What's your dream job? Acting. So as an actor, you know, if he likes acting, that's great. But you've got to ask yourself, like, is he going to be like just going around the country all the time? So you've really got to analyze people's profiles and see if you've got things in common with them, and if you like their dream job, what their aspirations are, if your goals align with that or not. If they don't, then don't like them, because there's just no point. You're just going to end up having a lot of sorrow in your life. You can just click there if you want to give them a reaction. If you've got premium, some of these things are premium features only if you want to give like reactions and crushes and things like that. Or you might get some free stuff come certain times, right? So remember, like, to see most matches, you've got to literally update filters all the time and change them. But if you want to narrow it down, then it's better to just, you know, narrow down your options if you want to get people that are really in, you know, really what you're looking for. So I could just take all these off and put apply now, right? Which might mean I get more people through because I've taken that one filter off. But it's not really got me any different people anyway. So anyway, yeah, play around with it. Excuse me, let me know what you think. I'd love to know in comments what you think. If you're new to Asexuality, get Asexual Perspectives book on Amazon. 47 Asexual Stories. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. And Diary Confessions of a Hyper-Romantic Asexual on Amazon. Get these two best-selling asexual books. I'm going to go now. Hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.